is, YouTube? It's your boy David. Make sure you like the video, comment this video, hit the subscribe button. You know I have to do this, right? Kobe fan, you know, got to respond to the Bleacher Report. We really don't have to respond to idiocy no more. Like I was gonna skip over this stuff. The top 100 Kobe Bryant ranking number 11 on the Bleacher Report. Steph Curry now moved ahead of him on the Bleacher Report. And you look at Gilbert Arenas metric, why he moved ahead of him. It doesn't make sense. He said MVPs, Finals MVPs, scoring titles, championships, all accolades. They did it 4 years ago. Kobe was, I think, 10. Now he moved to 11. They moved Steph Curry ahead of him. What logic is they doing? Kobe got more Finals MVPs, more championships. They got the same amount of scoring titles. Kobe got more All-NBAs. More championships, more All-NBAs, more Finals MVPs. They hanging on one MVP Steph Curry got over him. Kobe got already 8,000 more career points to him. By their logic, they don't make sense. If this is about Finals MVPs and lead MVPs, Kareem should be number 2 over. But they rank Finals MVP over it. Like, Finals MVPs weren't even counted during Bill Russell time. So Bill Russell shouldn't be in the top 5. Don't matter, they can't account because they give it to him. It doesn't matter, he don't have them. But besides the point, Finals MVPs shouldn't be the all and be all because Kareem should be number 1, 6 lead MVPs, 2nd all-time leader scorer, 2nd all NBAs, 6 lead MVPs and 6 championships. He has, but Jordan got the 6 Finals MVPs. So it's Finals MVPs have a more. Finals MVP don't hold a lot of weight because Steph got 1, Kobe has 2. So they own by they Bleacher Report own metrics. They don't even make sense. I just wanted to throw that out there. By their own metrics, the list don't even make sense. But it's their list. I'm thinking lead MVPs matter the most.
So according to BR, this is the comprehensive top 100 NBA players ever ranking, taking into account the totality of each player's NBA career, cumulative and average stats, awards, playoff championships, cultural impact, and overall greatness. Let's just say it's going to have some fan bases in their feelings. So let's take a look at the top 20 if we can please follow. So Michael Jordan goes down the top spot. Look.
Cultural impact in averaging team greatness, that's not accounted for. That's not accounted for. If that's accounted for, that must be ranked real low on the point total because this guy should be over here somewhere. Just by the last thing they said, cultural impact and overall greatness and cultural impact and overall greatness and what they account for, they didn't account for that very high.
Bron at number 2, Kareem in 3rd, Magic, Bill Russell, Shaq, Duncan, Bird, Wilt, and Steph Curry rounding out the top 10. So Kobe Bryant was ranked 11th.
So I want to skip all this. We're gonna skip all this. We're gonna go to Rashard McKinney. I think Rashard McKinney watching my videos, he said something very profound and very accurate in what I preach. Let's skip to that because we don't need to hear this. This talk. I mean, they list is they list. Like I'm not. If you're talking about careers, they're just looking at lead MVPs. So you like Rashard McKinney finna break it down like I've been saying for years. So let's just go to it. Let's not even waste time because if you're just going by MVPs, then you're not going to give it to Kobe Bryant.
Because the one guy would have got more credentials and accolades.
Here we go. Right here. Let's talk about it.
I mean, that's the reality of it. And people don't think of it like...
This is Gilbert Arenas' dumbass. Like, he telling me he the biggest Kobe fan. Like, nigga, shut you. The way he arguing, he trying to argue like, this the reality. This is they list and how they... And if you look at it by their standard, then this list is right. And that's the reality of it because the MVPs, the Finals MVPs, and what they talking about and how they just put the numbers in and don't look at the eye test, don't look at the player, just put all the metrics in, and it's the list you get. Hey, if that's the case, Dak Prescott, Kirk Cousins is better than Troy Aikman and Joe Montana. But see, in football, I love football because football doesn't do this. Football doesn't do this. Jerry Rice probably the best player ever. He never won a lead MVP. I don't believe Jerry Rice won a lead MVP. Lawrence Taylor, probably considered the best. He won an MVP. Ray Lewis never won MVP. Aaron Donald never won an MVP. These never won MVP. They won they one of the best players ever. They never won a championship. Randy Moss, one of the best players ever. Not Robert Stevens, best player, never won a championship. T.O. never won a championship, best player ever. Adrian Peterson never won a championship, one of the best running backs ever. Like, Barry Sanders, considered the greatest back ever, greatest running back ever, never won a championship. Like, so the NFL seen this, the NBA seen to do this, but what do the NFL go off of? This league, the NBA league is panelists is dumb as shit. We go to baseball. These niggas never won championships. Baseball and football doesn't judge their players by MVPs, Finals MVPs, shit like that. If that's like MVP, Peyton Manning got 2 championships, one MVP. We not understand it. Like you can like Russell Wilson gonna be a Hall of Famer, doesn't have a Super Bowl MVP. That make him not important in their game. Doesn't make sense.
Like there's another side that's like saying, wait, when does my accolades are saying something different? You're using what ifs.
But this is the same people who are giving out the accolades are the same people who are getting it wrong, right?
Yeah.
So we're supposed to be praising the accolades that are given out by the media who gets it wrong, right? Because the one guy would have got more credentials and accolades if they didn't hate him, if he didn't catch that thing. Right? So he would have gotten a lot of more hardware based on media perception that we're so easily caught in and fighting against. But we're not using it in the metric, are we?
But what if you can't ignore it?
No, accolades.
How do we measure it?
No, we're talking about media perception, right? When the media can vote for some shit and vote not for some shit, so I can get Kobe an MVP or not get him an MVP, and how many he gets it matters, right? In our list, right? How can we get him at 11? We're not gonna give him the MVPs he deserves. Who's gonna fucking audit that? It ain't gonna be the players. Is what I've been trying to do.
Who's gonna audit that? How can you, even Kobe Bryant is on record saying back in the day they was giving MVPs out in Michael Jordan era, Kareem era, Bill Russell era, Larry Bird, Matt Johnson era, just off individual accolades, not teams. Now, when it comes to the mid 90s and 2000, your team, you gotta get graded by your team. Says even to this day, Joel Embiid got 1 MVP, Shaq got 1 MVP, Kobe got 1 MVP, Kevin Durant got 1 MVP, James Harden got 1 MVP because they looked at team success. They gave MVP to Steph Curry, with James Harden was put up phenomenal numbers. They did it. I think Steph deserved because how great his team was and his stats didn't matter. Like Kobe should have won 09 MVP over LeBron. He finished second. He went into his build. He went to his coach. Swept them in the regular season, had 65 wins. He averaged 27 points a night. LeBron averaged 28. They gave it to LeBron because LeBron had 66 wins. I don't know how, because he had 1 more point and 1 more assist and 1 more rebound. He averaged 2 more assists and 1 more rebound than Kobe, but they didn't factor in competition. They don't, this list doesn't factor in. I never heard them say nothing about competition, because competition doesn't matter at all in a criteria. But how can you give a guy, Tim Duncan, averaging 23 points a night, an MVP over a nigga averaging 30, and his team won 50 games, and he had a 9-game win streak, most 40-point games in a row since Michael Jordan. He should have got MVP. Averaging 35.4 in the slowest pace ever, and winning 45 games. Russell Westbrook and Nikola Jokic won MVP, winning 46 and 47 games respectfully. 47, 40, I think it was 46 and 47 games. I think Westbrook won 45 because he did a triple double. We haven't seen it say Oscar Robertson. The media feels sorry for him, gave it MVP because KD left. Was the media feeling sorry for Kobe? No Shaq, Kwame Brown, Smush Parker, Luke Walton, 35.4 points a night, 27 40-point games, 6 50-point games, a streak of 40 points games, four times in a row, three times in that season, four straight 40-point games, 1 time 5 40-point games in a row. Was his MVP. The next season, 10 50-point games. The only player in NBA history to have a double-digit 50-point game. That was in 07. 4 straight 50-point games in a row. Has been done since Wilt Chamberlain. Got that team to the finals. What are his accolades at? What was his accolades in 09 when he swept LeBron James? Competition doesn't matter. Going against the best player, guarding the best player, and beating him and sweeping him in a series. We have both won 65+ games. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So we, like he said, who's gonna audit him?
But I ain't strong enough to do that shit by myself.
It's about the player. So we go look by this is their list, this is their metrics. What criteria are you going off of? Because the criteria they did on here don't even match. Kobe got more championships and more finals MVPs than Steph Curry. They got the same amount of scoring titles. Kobe got more All NBA. Kobe got all. Then he say defense. All defense don't matter. No, it's about simultaneously all defense. Simultaneously all NBA and all defense at the same time. I mean, you're the best player in the world at both sides of the ball. That matter. They have to factor in. That's why Hakeem should be high. That's why Kobe should be high. That's why Tim Duncan should be high. Even though Tim Duncan should be ahead of Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant, if you go off competition, Kobe Bryant beat Tim Duncan 4 times in the playoffs. So a lot of the time Kobe had to get a championship, he had to go get Tim Duncan. Kobe has more career points. So what was the career points if you're talking about their greatness and accolade? Kobe he's 4th all time in scoring. He's second most all time all NBA. Just because he got one MVP because the media said I'm not gonna give it to him, I don't like him. It's subjective. The MVP is subjective. It's not our stats. What are we going about? We don't know who we get MVP to. The last 25, 30 years, they just been giving MVP. The last 25 years, they've been giving MVP to who they like or what narrative goes with the story. So that's why Joel Embiid cries when he won MVP. He cried when he didn't get it. He complained. That's why James Harden complained. It came out with a player award. They cry and complain about the MVP because they know going back in history. This how these lists is gonna do it. Kevin Durant won MVP. They cry about not getting MVP, and rightfully so because they know how history gonna judge it at the end of the day. These niggas ain't better than Kevin Durant, Kobe Bryant, James Harden. These niggas on these lists.
We don't have to fight for the past. We just gotta respect it. You don't have to fight for nobody to be in front of nobody. Just respect everybody's body of work. I like complete body of work. I think the list is flawed because a lot of guys got a lot of body of work that's being skipped over. That's why the top 75 list doesn't have numbers to it. It's an honorable. It's
nothing on the floor. Steph, physically, this is a list about careers and accolades. It's not about. So I wouldn't get too upset about it. This is about what people in the media and he's saying like this is a list about accolades and all this and who they like and who they get accolades to. Our list should be judged as the players and independent media, as former players and former NBA players and independent medias. We should have our own criteria and we should judge it differently about just throwing shit in the metric thing. Because you're gonna come in with a pot. You're just gonna this type of list you're gonna come up with. But even if this is their list, the list is still not right because they holding like unanimous MVP, 2 MVPs over 1 MVP. Put Steve Nash and put Giannis over Kobe right now. For championships don't hold no weight because 5 championships beat everybody on their list besides Magic, Timmy, Jordan, Kareem. Kobe should be in that range. LeBron should drop down because championship don't hold no weight. Finals MVP hold more. So final MVP hold more weight. But even if you do, Kobe got more than Steph. So physically, Steph cannot do what Kobe Bryant doing. He cannot guard. He cannot play defense. He's a liability on the defense end. They have to hide him. That don't factor into this. That's what Gilbert need to come out and Kenny Martin and all these people on these former players need to come out and say. The list came fact. So I don't look at this list as this list is what they want to say. It's about careers and MVPs and accolades. It's not about who was the better player. It's not about who the better player is. It's not. It's about Steph Curry could do what Kobe Bryant do. LeBron can do what Kobe Bryant do. Like Bill Russell can do what Kobe Bryant do. Bill Russell is a center shooting 44% of the field as a center. His career averaged 15 points a game. I think he averaged 15 points a game. 15 or 19 points a game. Talking about a guy that averaged over 25. Got all these defensive teams is not better than the guy that averaged 15, 19 points a game, shot 44% of the field as a center or 7-footer that played in the 60s. Doesn't make sense. Magic Johnson averaged 19 points a game. Kobe averaged 25. Doesn't make sense. Magic never won a scoring title. Magic beat up 40 teams. It doesn't make sense. So we need to put our own metric in a pot and come back to me because we can't go off the accolades they give players and it come back 15, 20 years later. Oh, this is the list we got because we didn't give nigga MVP. We didn't vote this guy because we didn't like him. We think this guy we like this guy better. They got similar stats. So the MVP is subjective now because Shaq got it. They went back to the even when Dirk got it. Dirk won 67 games, 15. His stats wasn't better than Kobe. It wasn't better than Allen Iverson, LeBron. It wasn't better than those guys, but he got the MVP because his team success. But when Jokic won it, 3 years, his team didn't have the best record. Never. Excuse me. So I'm trying to figure, when Steph won it, his team had the best. When Steph won it, his team had the best record. When Steve Nash won it, even he didn't have the best record in the league, or even the best record in his conference when he won it both times. When Westbrook won it, he didn't have the best record in his own conference. He's like a fifth seed, winning the MVP with the same amount of wins Kobe had as a 7th seed, averaging over 35 a night. I mean, we gotta audit MVPs. We have to audit we have to audit it and go back and say why did you get this guy the MVP? Why during this year, this decade, and all LeBron and all the Jordan, all the people that stuck, and I'm a stucker, but all the people that hate Kobe gonna say, bro, it's the facts, bro. The facts is he got one MVP. The facts is this. But if you look at the stats and look at the time, you're like, should have this MVP, should have this, should have won this. But the media did it. So us as new media, like he's saying, we need to audit it, bring up our own criteria, and talk about the actual facts, not about the stats. So Joel Embiid gonna go down one MVP. He never gonna get on this list. Never gonna crack the top 10. James Harden gonna never crack the top 10. Kevin Durant probably never crack the top 10 if he don't get another MVP. And we know Kevin Durant better than a lot of these niggas. I mean, it's just remarkable. But this is the list they come up with about MVPs and Finals MVPs. This is the list. Because Kevin Durant should be ahead of Steph Curry. Because he got 2 championships. He got 4, he got 2, but he got 2 Finals MVP playing along with him. So, let me get it straight. That's another video. Like the video, comment in the video. I'll see you next one. Peace.